danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He might want another play. To the air. It's St. Clair. Makes the grab. It's Porter. Crosses the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Give to the tailback. It's a running room. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was...
Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room, and David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Here's the handoff. And he'll finish the run, and stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
On the run, it's Reed. Makes it past the marker. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Trying to set up the screen. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Reed.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Give to the running back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. On the move, it's Reed. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be a turn.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's going to let it go. Pulls it in on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's loose. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Panthers have this offense rolling. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
What a disappointment. No good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The kick is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find...
Going for it all. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Reed. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's Williams. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Holstein. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4.
Good right down the boulevard. had to settle for the field goal. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Porter. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Turns it loose deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the 1st. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting in their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Leaves it with the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That's caught. It's Porter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Smith. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
To the ground with the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Finds the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You can tell, taking care of the football. Put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal lines.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Oh, they're after him. Scrambling away. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, I know the field goal wasn't good, but, hey, 19, that's a pretty good lead. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a bad scheme to try to cover this guy one-on-one, much like Michigan State tried to do against Joey Galloway in '93. But the difference there is the reason Joey Galloway couldn't be covered is that no one really wants to be around him. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught over the middle, it's Peoples. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Got his man. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And the point after is good. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going for the big play. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. Pitt pushing the pace.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
To the air, it's Holstein. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Buckeyes are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He unleashes a long one. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. Sweet spin. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He's got it. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Holstein. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Hit right back to the line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense. And they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers. Once he got some room, it was over.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Okay, here comes comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw it, St. Clair. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The official says no good. And despite the missed field goal, guys, there's a bright side. They're still up by 16.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got twiddled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense with his possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll leave it with him. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.